with Timbo boots and suits. That's how I roll in my head, do dope. When the will I got, wanting competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you. Take you, send you to your little group on mute. Sooner or later, he wanna tell him with a dip. And all that other ringling, brother. Sporty high greater than HOI, shit, slam the flim, flam, and then jam. You can run, but you can't hide, you can't go far. No matter where you go, there you are. El chamaquito de Brooklyn. Them don't know me, word to roll me, and I know opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, this flame is all gas. Breaking down the youngin' with a older, trying to fit into an aura that I'm molding. Off the mold, break the cycle of who likes you and what you might do if you tried to. They call Kanye psycho. I tried to defend him, he turned around and got lipo. Sorry if I can't feel what you.
Okay, all set to go. And now, number 14.
Chandler Simpson.
And that's off the inside edge. And we are underway. Outside corner, there's a strike. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ted Williams, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one the other way. The throw to third. Save!
Save! He beat it.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Ball, that's out.
And there's the ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's the 2-2. Line drive. And Dixon makes the play. Runners tagging from second and third. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. Gunnar Henderson will hit next. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Ball 1 there. Gets it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. And on the mound in this one, Kyle Wright. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Fires over to Hoskins. 1 up, 1 down.
And
down to shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
0-1's the count.
And it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That one's back there. Bang! He nails one out to right. It's 1-0.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Out number 2. Now it's the DH, Jason Bay. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Carl back to work. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 2. Just missed. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. That one hammered center field. Drops into the glove. 1 away. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick. This one's into the outfield, could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. The throw in, and he's got an RBI triple.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Reaching for it and brings it in. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That's to third. Over to first. Lindor retired. They limit the damage here. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Mark Canha. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
Batting 6.
And now it's Jake Burger to hit.
Burger.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1's the count.
0-1. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. Snags it for the second out. Rap Dixon digging in now.
The right fielder, Dixon.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss. Wow. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now Ted Williams. Ground ball right side. Berger takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. In there at the knees for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. Canna hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Two outs, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And the pitch. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Marsh off of first with 2 away. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it.
Yeah.
Back now at Greenleaf Field. Now the 3rd baseman, Elly De La Cruz. There's a strike.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
Elly falls victim to the K. Here's Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Tap foul at the plate. On the ground right side, Albies throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 2nd baseman, Travis Bazzana. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Number 24, Ricky.
That one missed.
Henderson.
Ricky on the move. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning. Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. Now, Ozzie Albies. First pitch just misses.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Handles, throws to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Raleigh stands in now, looks at that one inside. And a foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And Rickey Henderson the grab. And there are 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul out of play. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. For the last half of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swing and a miss as he was late.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Ground ball up the middle. Lindor fires to first on the run, but it's not in time. Base hit. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. Fly to center his first time.
Williams.
And that is out of play. Runner at first with no outs here.
One ball, one
in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. With 2
strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch, 1 down. Jason Bay, the next to hit, 0-for-1 so far. Fly ball down the line, on the move. They got it for out number 2. And the batter now, Mark Canha. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So up next, Jake Burger. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
The other way, and foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, out to escape. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, number 14. Carlton back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. One up, one down. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one hit to right. Dixon under this one. Makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away. At the plate, Ted Williams. 0 for 2 in this one.
Left fielder, Ted Williams.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Around first, heading for 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. Williams at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2 outs. And that one handled. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Out towards left center. Williams on the move to the gap. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Late on that fastball.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Raleigh down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Ricky Henderson will hit next. Outside. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
Nope.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back now at Greenleaf Field. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Gunnar Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Well, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with Volpe when they had the chance to draft Gunnar. Lots of good players in that draft class, and so good to see them panning out.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. In the air out to center. It gets down, a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher Cal.
And here is Cal Raleigh. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Out to center. Marsh running hard. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So digging in,
now
Ted Williams.
Left fielder, Ted Williams.
In the air on the infield. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Jason Bay.
Jason Bay.
And that one hammered back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. And now the DH, Pete Crow Armstrong. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got. Something he could handle. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's going to be number 14. Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Not close, he comes across to score.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And that's a base hit. Into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corners, still nobody out. Ted Williams now at the plate. That's in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Williams pulls that one down. Runner tags from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. The throw to second is offline. And here is Hoskins. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Laser could be trouble coming home. He'll score. Throw into third. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. Bottom of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Mark Canha. And ball 1.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
There's a strike.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And here's the first baseman, Jake Burger. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Under it. And there's 2 away.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Dixon at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Popped up right side, Albies. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. Carlton back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 1-0. On the ground to third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. So a man aboard. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. Base knock center field. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Number 14 stands in now and watches strike one. Runner takes off. That one fouled off. Crow Armstrong, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch inside, and it's 1-2. Runner on the go again. Line drive, base hit. The throw to third, in there safely.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that.
That one ripped right center field. Brings it in, and that's the third out. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Elly De La Cruz.
Third baseman, Elly De La Cruz.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's about as Texas. Is against. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 balls, no strikes.
Back to first, and he's safe.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, man, you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
This one in the air center field. Marsh moves under it. And there's one down. The relay throw. Tries to get back and save.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board. I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Late swing fouled off. In the air out towards right center. Marsh makes a move towards the gas. He's got it. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that's the inning.